In this video, I make you to understand random variable concept. Let us understand the random variable concept with an example. Let us consider an experiment which is toss a coin twice. This is the experiment. When we toss a coin twice, the possible outcomes are heads and heads, heads and tail, tail and heads, tail and tail. The set of possible outcomes is called sample space. Now let us define an event. I am going to consider an event which is counting number of heads. We are going to count number of heads in outcome. Let us consider the outcome tail and tail. Here the number of heads is 0. Coming to heads, tail, tail and heads, the number of heads equals to 1, and heads and heads, here the number of outcomes is 2. Here what we are doing is we are mapping these outcomes into real values. This mapping function from outcomes into real values is called a random variable. So outcomes, these are mapped to real values. So mapping, we are mapping this or assigning real values to the outcomes of an experiment. So let us write what is the random variable. Mapping outcomes of an experiment to real values or assigning real values to outcomes of an experiment. There is a range for a random variable. In this experiment, the range of the random values are 0, 1 and 2. 0, 1 and 2. Random variables are always represented by capital letters, and random values are represented with small letters. Let me say this value is x0, 1 is x1 and 2 is x2. 0, 1 and 2 are random values. They are represented with small letters x, not x1, x2, and the random variables are represented with capital letters. Every random variable consists of range over which it consists of probability. There are two conditions for random variables. Two conditions are there. The first condition is the set x less than or equal to small x should be an event. It should be an event. Should be an event. The second condition is we are going to apply probability on x equals to minus infinity and probability on x equals to plus infinity. These are always 0. I will tell you why it is. Let us consider the same experiment x and the random values are 0, 1 and 2. These are the range of the random variables, and outside this range of random variables, those are impossible events. Impossible events. Outside the range of random variable, all are impossible events. So x equals to minus infinity and x equals to plus infinity, they comes under impossible events. The probability of impossible event is 0. And next, types of random variables. Types of random variables. Basically, there are 3 types. The first one is discrete, second one continuous, and the third one mixed random variable. In the discrete case, we are going to assign discrete values to the outcome of an experiment, like -1, 0, 1, 2, like this. We are going to apply. In the continuous, range of values are assigned. If you consider the angle 0 and 2 pi, 0 to 2 pi, we are mentioning angle 0 to 2 pi, these kinds of random variables are continuous, or the random variable x from 1 to 10. We are not mentioning discrete value, we are not giving an integer values, we are giving range of values, we are mentioning 0 to 2 pi, it's a continuous one. And coming to mixed, it is a discrete, it's a combination of discrete and continuous, which is a rare case. Again, in discrete there are 2 types, countable, uncountable. If the random values of these integers are countable, then that is countable discrete random variable, and if the values are infinite, means 0, 1, 2 up to so on, so those are uncountable. That kind of random variable is called uncountable discrete random variable. Thank you.